Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm recording from my center, the Spirit Education Center and Sanctuary, located in Effort, Pennsylvania. And I'd like to talk to you a little bit today about power words and what power words mean to us, okay? We all have the ability to help people or hurt people just by our words. Of course, I always say actions speak louder than words, but words hold a lot of meaning and can certainly harm a relationship on any level. So the power words that I want to talk to you today about are power words when you go to people like me. Okay, words hold a lot of power, especially with people like me. So when the millions of people out there look for somebody to go to give them good advice or to connect them with a loved one, it's really important that people who do this work, like myself, do it right, do it in God's love and light, and use words that will help and heal, not words that will hurt or encourage them to keep coming for money. Okay, so power words are something that I've talked about for most of my life, and I've tried to live my life in a way that when people would come to me, not just to connect with loved ones, but for help. I always try to talk to them in a way that would help them and heal them and help them to maybe go forward in a more peace-filled state than the one that they're in, especially when there's a loss. There's different stages of loss. We've discussed this with you before, and a profound loss, which would be a sudden passing or the death of a child or a spouse. I mean, I don't mean to say that unless you lost a child, you don't experience that pain. Any type of death of a loved one is a horrific feeling, and something that we have to learn to live with and understand. I just always say the loss of a child because most of my readings that I do are parents who have lost children, and because I have 3 children of my own, I can't even imagine what it feels like. I came close to losing one of my children, which was horrific for me and for my husband and for the family. So I always like to do this work in a way that will always promote healing, And the best way I find to promote the healing is to gently bring them back to God again, because very often people are angry with God, which is part of grief, and we're human beings, so it's very normal to blame God. But realistically, God is responsible for creating life and for that final passing. God, the time that we pass is God's time for us to pass, no matter how a person passes. I've been told that by Spirit, and I will always believe that. I don't care if it's a miscarriage, abortion, 5 years old, 100 years old, suicide, murder, natural causes, old age, it doesn't matter. We will only take that final breath when it's God's time. So I always want to encourage people who work like me, who do the work that I do, which is true spiritual, evidential mediumship, to do it in a way that's going to be, number one, pleasing to God and will really help the people out there. And the best way to help the people out there who are grieving or suffering in any way is to bring them back to God again, to help them to understand that God is in control and God will help them carry this burden, this loss, whatever it is. But God didn't cause it. Okay, God didn't cause it. I've said before, God is not responsible for the polluted air, the polluted water. Man did that. People did that. We smoke cigarettes. We poison our bodies. We get cancers from smoke, from the things we ingest, the foods we eat, the things we choose to do, the narcotics that we take. Illegal drugs or drinking alcohol, all these things can be harmful to the physical body. So we do that to ourselves. God doesn't do that. God gives us free will and choice. So we need to help people to understand that our loved ones are in a beautiful place where they're supposed to be, always eternally in God's love and light, and that God will take care of them as He takes care of each and every one of us. Okay, so again, there's power in our words, so please choose your words carefully. Choose your words carefully. And please, if you're going to be pulled to do this work, always do it in a way that's pleasing to our Creator. And if you do, if for those of you out there who are seeking guidance and help, please go to the right people. Please go to spiritual evidential mediums who do this in a way that would be in a way that would always help you. If you go to someone out there and they make you feel that you have to continue to go to them again and again and again for money, you know, and I'm talking about mediumship now, or psychics. You know, I'm not talking about trained psychologists, psychiatrists, priests, ministers, loved ones on this earth. You know, I always say to people, if they're looking for spiritual guidance or psychic guidance, go to a family friend, go to somebody that you know and you can trust, somebody that you know will give you the proper guidance. Okay, so again, power words are very important. We need to use our words very carefully. We should always do it in a way that's going to help others. Okay, so that's just a little bit today about power in our words, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. And as always, I leave you in God's love and light.